It's our secret. Never teach the Wu-Tang.
And what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Cigar Ralphie. And today is Friday the 20 something or 20th, I guess. The 20th, 20, dead on. So today I'm not gonna do a reaction to any music or anything like that. Today I'm gonna talk about, we're gonna watch real quick something. I just wanna say something about the 6ix9ine situation. I said it on my other channel, but I'm gonna say it here. I'm gonna try and make it quick, but let's watch this Cardi B video real quick because this guy is telling on everyone. But I want to talk about the reality of it all. All right, what I think. Let's listen to Cardi B.
It's not written, it's just known. No snitching. So if you commit yourself to the streets, of course snitching is wrong, and you will suffer repercussions when you get arrested, when you get locked up for snitching, because you had a choice. You ain't had to be in a gang. You ain't had to do streets activities. You don't have to be in the streets. But when you choose that lifestyle, you need to know the rules and you need to follow those rules. When people be like, oh, we hate snitches, fuck snitches, snitches is bitches, this and that, I don't think they talking about regular pedestrians. They're not talking about regular people. They live a regular life.
I totally agree with her. I totally agree with what she's saying. I totally agree with her. But it's a double-edged sword of that. Now, what she's saying is true. When they saying snitches get stitches, blah blah blah. Yeah, it doesn't pertain to regular people, but you damn well know that there's plenty and plenty of times when there's a criminal activity and regular people have been silenced or will be silenced. You know what I mean? So just because people who are doing criminal activity or like, nah, I don't want this person to go and tell or whatever. You know what I mean? But she is right about that. If you choose that life, you need to know this is what's gonna happen to you. There's a possibility, like I said in my other video, that you're gonna get locked up. There's a possibility that you're gonna get killed. Those are risks that come with the lifestyle, with the job, with the lifestyle, whatever. Just like any job, you accept the risk of that job, right? But in this case here, when you choose the lifestyle of a gangster, when you choose the lifestyle of the streets, when you choose the lifestyle of breaking laws, then you also need to accept the fact that there may be people who will turn on you, whether it be they turn on you in a street sense where they come at you and they turn on you and try to kill you or take your money or whatever, or they turn on you the way 6ix9ine is doing. Now 6ix9ine obviously ain't gonna kill nobody. I don't care what he raps about. He ain't killing nobody. You hear how he's singing like a bird. I could have told you he was soft from the minute I saw his first video. I just had to look at his eyes in the video and tell you he's not real. He's not real. Well, he's not a real street dude. This guy worked as a busboy. You took a busboy and you turned him into a gangster overnight. That's not the way it works. You know what I mean? And all the crap he was talking, you know what I'm saying? He was talking all this crap to people on Instagram and on the internet and stuff, and just saying all kinds of. He was reckless. He didn't know how to handle being in that lifestyle, and this is what's happening now. Now those people that's around that used him, like, okay, this is a golden goose here, a rainbow goose that's gonna get his cash. They should have realized we just took a civilian and turned him into one of us overnight. And the golden rule is don't snitch and shit. Yeah, that's great and all. But you just took a civilian and turned him into a gangster and then expect him to be gangster when the feds, the other gang, comes and gets him. The other gang, the feds, came and got him and said, we're going to take away your life. The same way the gangster would say, we're going to take away your life if you snitch. Then the feds said, we're going to take away your life if you don't. You know what I mean? We're gonna put you in jail for as many amount of years. He's not built for that. They scared the hell out of him, right? So he's snitching. Now, he's snitching on. I mean, he doesn't even know how to. He's just talking. The feds. This is the feds' wet dream. Tekashi 6ix9ine is the feds' wet dream. Wet dream. He is like. He is telling everything. He's calling out rappers that weren't even involved with anything he's doing. He's talking about Cardi. Cardi had nothing to do with him. Nothing. She got nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? They talk about Jim Jones, and yeah, there's wiretaps or whatever. They're talking, but that's just people talking. Jim Jones, I mean, that I know of. I don't know. He didn't do anything. It was just a wiretap of him talking greasy, but he's always talked greasy, even in his videos. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But he's calling everybody. He doesn't know what he's doing. I'm telling you, the feds don't care about him. They're like, yeah, we're gonna get you. They don't care about him. They're gonna let him loose, and he's gonna do. Listen to what I'm telling you. God forbid something happens, but something might happen to this kid. I see it. It's gonna happen. You know what I mean? He's talking shit. He's just talking way too. And I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for him. I feel bad for his family, but I don't feel bad for him because he chose that. Just like Cardi said, he chose that. He chose that. But in that same note, like I said, double-edged sword, the gangsters that are getting snitched on chose to roll with him, a civilian who ain't about that life, and then you try to put him in that life. You saw that he was reckless and y'all couldn't control him. You know what I mean? Then shit got out of hand. Then the feds came and got him off your hands. Then asking him about you. And then you expect him to be quiet like he's gonna follow the code. You know he ain't gonna follow the code. Hey, shit, half the gangsters don't follow the code. You know what I'm saying? You know how many big gangsters, Sammy the Bull Gravano, you know what I mean? Just off the top of my head, Frank Lucas, you know what I mean? Turn state's evidence and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? How many big gangsters don't, you know, big time, real OGs that have flipped? You know what I mean? You know, Henry Hill. I mean, these are real gangsters. And you think 6ix9ine is not gonna flip? What the fuck was everybody thinking? Why is it? I understand. Everybody's like, oh my God, he's snitching, yo. What you think was gonna happen? The minute I heard the feds got him, I said, it's done. And it was like the next day, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'll comply. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and tell. The next day, he didn't even wait like a year, 2 years till, you know, they kept hammering him. You know what I'm saying? He just snitched. He just said, fuck it, I'm telling. He chose it. He brought that on himself. I don't feel any remorse for this kid. For his daughter, yes. Maybe his baby mom. His mother, definitely. You know, if I was his baby mom, I would stay off social media. I wouldn't do anything. I would stay off social. I would go to, man, you can't even go to Mexico. I don't know. Go somewhere. Go to Cameroon. You know what I mean? Go somewhere where you don't hear anything of anybody. You know what I'm saying? Change your name. Don't stay in the United States, man. At this point, you can't. You just can't. You talking about people with money and people's money. People who make money don't like to be messed with to the point where they might lose money. And if they have to go to court, they're gonna lose a lot of money. If they get arrested, they're gonna lose money, and they will protect themselves. And that's why that's where the whole snitches get stitches, because people are gonna lose money and lose freedom, and they're willing to take you out to protect themselves. So I don't feel bad for Tekashi, and I don't feel bad for the gangsters. You know what I'm saying? For the OGs, hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out. But you knew what you were getting yourself into when you took this golden goose and tried to turn him into one of you. You disguised him as a gangster, and it turned on you. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't control the golden goose. And then the feds took your golden goose, and now it's their golden goose. He's laying eggs for them. He's laying golden eggs for them like crazy. You know what I mean? Y'all couldn't control him. You should have. He shouldn't have been talking grease. He shouldn't have been out there threatening people, going on interviews talking about this, and that. He shouldn't have been doing that. Fat Joe did an interview with him, and Fat Joe told him exactly, almost to the word, almost to the T, what was gonna happen with him. He told him, "Yo, man, you need to chill. This, that, and the third. Trust me, I'm an OG." You know, Fat Joe's been through this. You know what I'm saying? He didn't snitch, but he's been through. You know, and Fat Joe from the streets. So you got somebody from the streets telling you, who's already out the game. He's all in the business now, but he knows. You know what I'm saying? He's got OGs around him. He knows how things move. You know what I mean? And he's trying to tell him, "Hey man, you might want to don't do this. I just don't want to see you fail. I want to see you succeed. Yada 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 yada." You know what I mean? And I would, you know what I'm saying? I'm not into, I don't do the whole pulling cards thing, but I think we should pull his Latin card, man. He's making us look bad. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on social media, man, and I'll see you on the next smoke.
It's our secret. Never teach the Wu-Tang.